Alrighty, welcome back to part 8 of this little Nuzlocke guide we got going on over here. So, last episode, we went and finished up the rocket invasion of the Safari Zone, all in Spirit Tomb or Colonel's honor. And then after that, we went and took care of Jasmine. Jasmine was not a difficult fight, to say the least. But thankfully, no one died there, and we were able to wrap up the episode a little earlier than usual. This episode is going to be not really as intense. This episode, we're just going to be, making our way to Mahogany Town. But before that, I skipped an encounter here at Route 48. Yep, Route 48. And the reason I did that was because I thought I was going to need to use it for like Raikou or Entei. But I was looking at the list, and it's better if we use the route north of Mahogany Town as like an Entei encounter. So yeah, right now we can just grab whatever we get here. This is the patch of grass that has Chansey in it, but as I've mentioned before, it's banned. So if we get it, we're just gonna reroll. We get Tropius. I have never used Tropius before. I can't imagine it's that great solely because it's typing, but yeah, I mean, it might be useful for something. We obviously aren't going to use it in the ice gym that's coming up, but hey, do I have any way to weaken this thing? I could use a Giga Drain on Venusaur, but that might take a minute. Do I have anything on you? Thunderbolt. Yeah, Thunderbolt. Tropius is actually a very interesting Pokemon because usually it's like not good at all, but in Gen 9 Rambats, there's a very annoying Terra Steel Tropius set, which honestly puts in more work than you think it would. So at least it has that going for him. But yeah, actually wait, we could take the low hanging fruit and just name this Banana. I think that's a good decision. I'm gonna speed up a little bit here, because it is going to take a minute, as long as we don't crit. Okay. I am just going to start throwing some balls now. I did stock up on some Pokeballs. We were getting dangerously low. But yeah, this is a stretch of the game where a lot of things start to open up. And probably the most important one being the strength of the items we get. Because the item, obviously, as I said, the item strength goes up dramatically. And that really gives us a huge power spike that's available to a majority of our mons. What do we name this thing? Oh wait, I just said I'm gonna name it Banana. Take the low-hanging fruit. That's not what I want to press. But yeah, I think that's how you spell banana. It should be. I should know how to spell banana by now. Alright. Now that we got that all done, we can go ahead and fly back to Ecruteak City and start making our way towards Mahogany Town. We do have to do quite a bit of stuff. We're not going to fight Price today. We're probably going to like make a dent in the Rocket Hideout, then finish that next episode, as well as fighting Price. So today is just going to be a small little semantics episode. I don't feel like going to the Pokemon Center to heal Nuts, so we're gonna leave Blood Orange. There we go. Yep. Oh, there was one thing I don't need it now, but in the Pokemon Center of the Safari Zone gate, there's a guy with the Porygon. You might have seen him. He gives you the upgrade. The upgrade. It's either the upgrade or the Dubious Disc. I think it's the upgrade, but it allows you to evolve your Porygon. So yeah, if any of you decide to get a Porygon from the game corner, for some reason instead of your Sinnoh starter, maybe Porygon's your favorite Pokemon, then you can evolve it via that. Oh, is this the guy who gives me strength? This is the guy who gives me strength. Alright. Strength, as I said, is pretty useful in this game because of the fact that it is base, it's like base 70, 75 power, and it's also a rock type move. We are actually going to be using that HM. There we go. we are actually going to be using that HM on Graveler whenever we get back to Mahogany Town, because we're going to need him for the rockets. Already, yeah, I don't mind bleeding blood orange for now. We could go ahead and get our Mount Mortar encounter, but personally, I think I'm not going to, because in Mount Mortar, there is a specific event where if you have all 16 badges, you can get a gift Pokemon that is a shiny pseudo-legendary. And there's a very specific pseudo-legendary that I want for the red fight, so I'm going to save our encounter for that. But for now, we can talk about the other encounters inside it, in case any of you need the little boost of options immediately. Alright, so Mount Mortar. The first floor, you have a 30% chance at Graveler, 30% chance at Golbat, 10% chance at Rhyhorn, 10% chance at Lairon, 10% chance at Meditite, not Meta Knight, 10% chance at Meryl, and that's everything for the first floor. If you surf, you have basically guaranteed Azumarill. Those Pokemon are quite okay. Graveler and Golbat are obviously the better ones. Rhyhorn is also pretty good. Lairon, not so much. Meditite is pretty alright, and Azumarill, you basically need huge power, otherwise it's not that useful. If you decide to fish, you can get either a Goldeen or a Barboach, which they're not that great. The second floor, basically what changes is you have 5% chance of getting Clefairy, and also a 5% chance of getting Solrock or Lunatone. Solrock and Lunatone aren't that great either, honestly. And if you go all the way to the bottom floor, does anything change on the bottom floor? No, nothing really changes on the bottom floor. So yeah, let's talk about this route, because this route is also pretty important. Actually, I'm going to walk for a little bit, then we can talk about this route. This route is pretty important for one main reason. In this route, you have, once you get past the... Oh, we actually have to get an encounter here anyways. Wait, didn't I... Fuck, I messed up. So, I forgot to activate an repel, and we got, Goldeen. This is obviously not good. I wanted to save my actual encounter for the patch of grass, but, you know, here we are, I suppose. This isn't good at all. You want to use your encounter on an actual patch of grass. What do I even name you, dude? I'll name you Fish Sticks. I don't care. I'm not gonna use you anyways. I mean, like, maybe, like, the only way I can get use out of you is for, like, a choice band set. If you even have Swift Swim, I don't even know if you have Swift Swims. Fish Stick. That's good enough. Yeah, no, this is not your most desired encounter from this route. But, you know, I was accidentally... Oh, Suicune. Hey, Suicune. How you doing, pal? Oh, it's this guy again. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, yeah. Alright. Oh, I forgot. There is an item there. I don't know if it's an important one. Is it? Okay, actually, this is a very important item. So, Voltaic Ore is one of the items added to evolve some of the Pokemon that evolved through trade while holding a specific item, or had distinct evolution methods, you could say. Magneton is one of those Pokemon. And the Voltaic Ore was added to evolve Magneton, which we will do right now. And Magnezone is insane. It's such a good Pokemon, so this is a huge power spike for it, and is going to make it a lot better. Not by like a huge amount, but it's just, you're making already good Pokemon better, so. And also Magnezone is one of my favorites. Look at him. He's so silly. But yeah. Anyways, also you might have saw right there, but I did get a Covenant Orb by just catching an Elekid and doing a trade with the girl in Olivine City for her Skarmory. In this game, whenever you do an in-game trade, you get a Covenant Orb, which is basically an item to be used on all of the original Trade Evolution Pokemon. So yeah, I'm really glad Pokemon is, stared away from doing trade evolutions. Because, okay, obviously, if you had a friend, it wasn't a hassle, but it wasn't always that easy to have such quick access to them. And the reason why I'm walking this grass, besides just trying to avoid trainers, is because I actually want to talk about it. This patch of grass is really important. Not just for its encounters, but its encounters are also really good. Just to talk about them, in the morning and the day, you have 20% chance at Flaffy, 20% chance at Fearow, 10% chance at Hippopotas, 10% chance at Cacnea, 10% chance at Arbok, 10% chance at Sandslash, 10% chance at Munchlax, and 10% chance at Trapinch. A few of them are not good, a few of them are okay, but Hippopotas, Trapinch, and Munchlax are quite good. Now, the Munchlax encounter, if you do get it, Snorlax is an insanely good Pokemon, but there's also guaranteed Snorlaxes later in the game. But that obviously doesn't mean Snorlax isn't like an absolute monster at this part of the game. Like getting a thick fat Snorlax is very, very useful for the price gem. But the main thing about Munchlax is it has a chance to be holding. Well, actually no, it has a 100% chance to be holding the leftovers item. And the leftovers item is very, very, very good. It's insanely good. It's probably like the best item ever. We can just switch into Starfruit. And so you can just thief grind it from the wild Munchlaxes, and you can have leftovers for every single one of your Pokemon, which is something I will be doing after this episode. Trapinch is actually quite good as well, because in this game, it got its stats buffed. Its speed was boosted by an additional 20 points, and its attack was also boosted by an additional 20 points. Speed becoming base 100, and I'm pretty sure attack being 120 as well. So the stat increase does help it out a lot in this game. I've used it once, and it was a very strong choice band user. Alright, Spikes, I'm not afraid of that at all. But yeah, that's why I was pretty bummed out when I accidentally forgot to repel and we ran to the Goldeen. But, life moves on. Life moves on. There we go. But yeah, honestly, this route has like a very polarizing encounters. If you do decide to fish, you either get like a Goldeen or a Carvanha. So it's not like that much better either. I don't know if we can kill this thing with a close combat, so I'm just going to go back to Starfruit. I don't think it can kill us with anything. Even if it has like Wood Hammer, it wasn't going to use it against Infernape because it resists. But yeah. So, this stretch of the game is a little difficult. It's not like the most difficult stretch of the game is coming up right after this. But as of right now, we're just gearing up towards the end. And yeah, we've made it to Magni Town. That didn't take long at all. So let's go ahead and go to the Pokemon Center real quick. Not only to heal up our Pokemon, but just to make a little team change. We also got the Dube Orb, if I'm pronouncing that probably incorrectly. And that orb is used to evolve Eevee into Espeon, which I believe that is the only use it has. Yeah. The Voltaic Ore is also used to evolve Magneton to Nosepass, but I would not really suggest doing that unless it's the only Pokemon you have that can use it. Because Magneton is just like 20 million times better than Magneton is 20 million times better than Probopass. But yeah, we're gonna make a little team change here. We're gonna put Dirt Cup back on the team over Crobat because he's gonna help out more for Rocket shenanigans. I think this team is pretty good for Rocket. Actually, wait, there's one thing. There is one thing I want to switch. I believe we should switch out Salad for Bronzong, because just looking at it, a lot of the Rockets obviously have like Poison types and Raticates. There is a barrel. That might be a little bit troublesome, but I don't think so. Oh, there is a rocket grunt that has a Wobbuffet. We might need him for the Wobbuffet. Should I put Gyarados in the box? Is Gyarados particularly strong against any of these guys? There's a Sand Slash. And a few Gravelers, but it's also weak against Graveler. What are the boss fights for this team? No wait, that's Radio Tower. We are at Rocket HQ. Actually... Skunk Tank, Eradicate, Toxicroak, Crobat, Weezing. We probably would like to keep... Yeah, we want to keep Gyarados. I would like to bring Bronzong, though. Bronzong's very, very good. I think I'm going to replace Infernape. There is Vileplume, but I don't think we're very afraid of Vileplume. No, because, like, Venusaur is only really useful against a Wobbuffet. Do we have any other way to kill the Wobbuffet? No, but I also really don't want to get caught off guard. We're probably fine just chill without Bronzong for now, honestly. Once we defeat the Wobbuffet trainer and we're about to fight Ariana, I can come back and grab Wobbuffet. But yeah, this is a pretty interesting stretch of the game because the, the rocket grunts are all around like level 39, 40, like we are right now. But the problem is that the level cap for price is 44, so we don't have a lot of room to work with. So we gotta be careful of how we manage our XP. And we're also going to use Coven Orb to evolve Graveler. I will grab another one so that we can get Gengar for the Elite Four, because we are definitely going to use Gengar for the Elite Four. But as of right now, we don't really need the second one. So now we got Golem all ready to go. It's going to be immensely helpful, taking care of like the Golbats and the Mucks and things like that. Let me just take a look at his stats compared to everyone else. He does unfortunately have a not so good nature. But yeah, even looking at it, his defense is like insane. And coupled with his resist, he's going to be pretty useful. Alright. So, the first things we have to do is we have to go north and do the Lake of Rage stuff. Who should I lead with? I'll lead with Fireflakes. And there's actually a very important thing we want to make sure we take care of, and that thing we take care of is not getting an encounter on this route. Because I was looking at it, and this route was much less useful to me than the other one. So this is going to be either our Entei or Raikou route. As for when we're going to encounter them, I think what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to use the Master Ball on Raikou. And we're going to have to just like duke it out old-fashioned style with Entei. Now, what was I trying to do again? Oh yeah, activate Repel. Activate Repel. Which should be right around here. So yeah. This is also a very, very important place. Not just for story's sake, but here in the Lake of Rage, we can get a guaranteed Feebas. Obviously right now, we can't do it at this second because we have to go and take down a rampaging Gyarados. I did attach a Sugar Berry to Nuts just in case he ever, we get surprised by like an earthquake or something. We always, have a chance at living by making it regularly super effective. Yeah. I would really love to catch this Gyarados. Like, okay, even though Red Gyarados, obviously it's a shiny like everyone has seen, it's just so cool, man. Like, you turn a Gyarados red, and it just makes it into super bombastic, just an amazing design. Like, Gyarados is already an amazing design, but this, like, dials it up to, like, 20. Yeah, but oh well. Sorry, Gyarados. Don't flinch. Okay, yeah, we're good. But yeah, the Feebas here is guaranteed. because of the fact that if we go to our little locations dock we got here, Pokemon locations, go to Lake of Rage. Where's the Lake of Rage? There we go. Yep. The Old Rod, we have a 95% chance at Magikarp and a 5% chance at Feebas. So not exactly likely odds, but it is an encounter that's guaranteed nonetheless. Yep, Lance. Yep. I'll help you investigate, don't worry. So I'm thinking I'm not gonna, if this ends up being like 10 minutes long, I'm not gonna force, I'm just gonna do it off camera. But we are gonna get this Feebas encounter one way or another. And speaking of one way or another, we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go over here, and we're gonna get a very important item. It's the Choice Specs item. Obviously, that, as similar to Choice Band, powers up your special attacking stat in particular, but you can only use one selected move with it, but is very, very good. Very, very, very good. It's well worth the trade-off. But yeah, for now, we're just gonna go ahead and start fishing. So, I guess now would be a good time to, find a topic to talk about. Not too good at that, but oh, I know what to talk about. So, I read JJK recently, and I have to say, JJK is like, it's really good. Like, obviously, I did find a little bit of problems with the overarching story. Like, obviously, I don't want to spoil anything, but the rate at which characters die, they do kind of drop like flies. And even if, oh, it's just like, oh, get over it, fictional character, womp womp. They grow on you, man. Like, when a certain character died during season 2 towards the end, I was like heartbroken because like for the entire season, for like the entire story up until that point, we were with her, and it was just soul crushing. But I will say, I love the what's it called, the the techniques of the world, you could say, or like the power in that universe. I don't know, just like the curse techniques that they use. I find them really cool compared to the other ways shonen manga like give their characters abilities. I find it quite similar to like JoJo stands because like a lot of curse techniques have specific effects, and that specific effect can be like creatively used in different ways. I will say some of them aren't used that creatively, or they're just like, oh, well, would you look at that? I do have a tendency to get 5% encounters really quickly, but hey, good to have it happen quickly. I didn't want to be sitting here doing this for like 20 minutes. But yeah, some of the characters in the show, like there's this dude named Nanami. His ability is basically he can like see lines on people, and if he aims up an attack a certain way across that line, it deals like critical hit damage. Just put it in Pokemon terms. And obviously there isn't much creative things you can do with that. It's just, a strong technique that helps him, if he aims accurately, deal major damage. Which, I'm not complaining about that. I'm saying for ones that have a ton of capabilities, sometimes they aren't fully explored. But I will say this is more like those techniques are more of like a Naruto ninjutsu type thing where you can only get so unique with them compared to like, a JoJo stand type thing where they have like seemingly a ton of possibilities if used correctly. Okay, what are we gonna name this Feebas? It's gonna turn to melodic. Uh, let's name it like, I want to name it something like, not really like, fish, or like just species of fish. I want to name it like something, I don't know, melodic. It's like based off something from like Japanese folklore or legends, right? Probably. I'm gonna name it Mochi. It's not really like, it doesn't really like fit besides the fact that for like Japanese culture reasons, but like, I don't know, I just think it sounds good. I think it sounds good. I also am realizing I probably spelled that wrong. Oh well, cry about it. I'll fix it in post if I did. But yeah, this is kind of all we want from the route. There is actually, there is one TM. I should go grab it. I'll go grab the one TM. Let me go and make sure my repel is activated. There we go. Because if you do go over here, there is a TM you can grab. And I can't remember it exactly, but I remember it being important. It's like one of those, it's weird because I like grab this TM every single time, but I still can't remember what it is exactly. So that's kind of an odd occurrence, you could say. Yeah. Come on, let's hurry up through this place. That's not a TM. Is it over here? Is it not over here? I kind of sworn there's a TM right over here. Nope. I'll go over here and see if it's over here, but I'm not going to spend the entire episode looking for it. No? Huh. I just sworn there was... Oh wait, no, we're in the lake for each one, so we're going to activate another repel. I just sworn there was something over here. Oh well. I will say the rocket hideout, it does kind of bum me out that we encountered a Voltorb in the route for Olivine City, because of the fact that at Rocket Hideout you get a guaranteed Electrode. So that's a bit sad. But, you know, oh well. If we get a shiny Electrode, I'll catch it, which isn't impossible, but it's not that likely. Yeah. Let me go ahead and heal our bros. And yeah, we should be fine. Now let's see. The Rocket Hideout, we do have to fight like a bunch of grunts, but they're not relatively hard. It's like Raticate. They either have like Coughing Golbat Primeape or Raticate Muck, and we have to fight 5 of each of them. I think they're all required. Oh yeah, the famous scene of Dragonite using a Hyper Beam on random dude who still lives that somehow. I mean, good for him, but like, damn, he did not need to do all that. He did not need to do all that. This is one of the more tedious parts of the game, solely for like level management and shit like that. So, just to make sure we're not spending like the entire episodes going back and forth for PP reasons, I am going to use some, you know, max ethers solely to ensure that we aren't spending the entire episode going back and forth between Pokemon centers. But yeah. I suppose I can continue talking about JJK since these battles aren't meant to be threatening. That's a, like, but some of, like, the curse techniques are used in ways you wouldn't really think. Like, what's a good example? I suppose Nobara's is a good example. Her curse technique is basically she can, eradicate. Dirt Cup. Her curse technique is basically that she can send out, what's it called? Oh, that actually did a lot of damage. I am going to switch out to... I'm going to switch out to Fire Flakes just in case. What's coming out? That's Muck. I'll use U-turn. Nobara's is basically like just like a hammer and nails. But she can like... At first you think, okay, she just launches nails at people. Like she puts nails in midair and she launches them with her hammer. And it's kind of disappointing that we don't kill in one shot. But the neat thing is, she also can use in other ways. Like she can, she has like these little mini straw dolls that she can attach to a part of the enemy curse's body. And if she does it successfully, even if it's like detached from them, like it's severed, she can hit a nail through the straw doll and the energy will still hit them as if it was a direct hit, which I think is pretty intuitive. I think we're good to continue. It's always going to be like the, what's called, the rhythm of first the Coughing trainer, then the Eradicate trainer, but it's really making me think I should grab, what's his face? I should grab Bronzong. But I think we're gonna be generally fine. I am gonna give what's his face? I am gonna what is there any I don't think waters can come up very often. But I'd take guess would probably be fighting. It would probably be fighting that would come up more often. Yeah, I'm just gonna give him the Choppleberry. Unless, do I need these? No. No. Yeah, we can just give him Choppleberry for now. There we go. And we also can teach Dirt Cup the Strength TM. Because that is like the best attacking rock type move in this like entire game. Mainly because it's 100% accurate. So we're never getting rid of this off of him. Yeah. Let's get a rock blast. Okay, we're going to continue on forward. I will say my absolute favorite character in JJK is probably Ghetto. This guy isn't optional, but I don't think the item he gives is very good, so I'm not gonna follow him. I don't know why. I just like really like the idea of like someone who collects like the cursed spirits that they fight throughout the show. Someone who can just collect them and use them like Pokemon. Like I know that's very, not surprising to say. But I think that's a very cool ability. I also think that like especially because of hidden inventory, seeing his actual like mental state degrading over time and him becoming the person he eventually becomes is very like it's very insightful. Golbat, we should be fine to kill it as well. We are probably getting some undesirable EVs from this, especially from Primeape, but oh well. And now this is the Eradicate guy. It shouldn't really matter if he Super Fangs Infernape, so I can just send him out immediately. Yeah, we can just close combat. But yeah. Muck, we can just send in Golem. He doesn't have anything for Golem. Yeah, we're going to be fighting this guy a lot. It really is a tedious part of the game. But yeah. I will say, I am... Oh, wait, that was a crit. I was like, wait, why'd Shadow Punch do so much? It's a crit. Sludge Bomb, that's not going to do much at all. It did like 8 damage. Oh, wow. Yeah, of course. Listen, 10% chance my ass. Whenever the CPU uses a move like Thunderbolt, Sludge Bomb, Flamethrower, whatever, that shit's like 50%. And I'm sure, like, oh, it's just RNG, you're gonna get caught. But, like, I don't think it should be happening this often. Like, not at this point. Obviously, it wasn't really to our detriment that much right there. But, it's still a bit fucked up. I'm not afraid of over-leveling, like, Golem or Starmie because we're not using them for Price's gym. Actually, I might use Starmie for the gym. But I do want to make sure Fireflakes or Infernape does not get too high leveled either. Let me go ahead and use a Ether on what's his face? PP of a single selected move. Yeah, this is fine. I can just, if I ever find the Ether, I can just write down that I have one and delete it manually for the Elite Four. This guy, I'm gonna check what he has just in case. He should be like the first grunt listed. Weeping Bell, Dustox, Venomoth. Okay. Oh, we can just like go Infernape and we're fine. But the EXP. Well, I think we're gonna be fine as long because we also have Typhlosion and Arcanine to soak up the XP of the gym trainers, and this is actually not. It's an Arbok trainer. Okay, well then we can just switch in Dirt Cup. Doesn't matter. It's probably gonna use like Glare or Poison Fang or something. Stockpile. We don't really care much about that since we resist Spit Up. Mud Bomb. I mean, that could be a little annoying, but I don't think we're gonna die by any stretch of the imagination. I also don't think this... Oh, it still did kill. Man, our bucket's pretty trash. Mag Cargo, huh? Sorry, pal. You're also... We outspeed you. Yeah, Mag Cargo's really slow. Shout out to Mag Cargo EX from the trading card game. I should probably just leave speed up on since we have to fight so many grunts. I am also gonna max ether his earthquake. But I should also heal up not Blaziken, Infernape. Sorry, it's just whenever I get on oh, it's this bullshit. So basically this little area, you can encounter a bunch of Voltorbs depending on where you step. I don't care. Because you can just run away from them. It's just gonna take a minute to get through. But yeah, so I have been deeply enjoying JJK. Oh, and a Graveler. Okay, so I guess you can also get a guaranteed Graveler here as well, which that is very, very useful. But yeah, we're going to start to move down. Dragonite. That's fine. And I'm actually going to always lead Blaziken because of the fact that I don't want to get caught off guard by the... What's it called? By the trainer with Leaping Bell, because we can always U-turn out of Shadow Tag. Because Shadow Tag doesn't affect switching moves, because I'm not going to know which grunt specifically it is. And of course, you know, that's going to make it managing his XP quite hard, but even if we can't use Infernape, it's not going to be the biggest deal. We have Arcanine in the back. I actually do know who this guy is because we just fought the Rocket Grunt with the Weeping Bell, Dustox, Venomoth. Which guy should be the Kingler Shelgon Grunt. So I'm gonna switch into Nuts. He should be able to take care of him. Yep. I can at least kind of judge it from now on, so that way we're not spoon feeding what's his name? What is his name? Infernape a bunch of EXP that he doesn't need. We can switch to Salmon. But you can do Dragon Rage, Dragon Breath. And I get parried. I'm telling you, it is not a 10% chance. He actually didn't die to a choice band. Actually, wait, no, Shelgon's defense is like 100 and something. That makes sense. I'm not surprised he didn't die. Let me just go ahead and heal you up as well. Alright. But yeah, alright. Petrol, we need to find the password. And I forget which two grunts give me the password. Protected by 2 passwords. I forget. Don't you have the password? I'm pretty sure you have a password. Alright, looking at it. We just fought the... Who did we just fight? We just fought Kingler and Shelgon. You should have Gloom and Cloyster if this thing is correct. Alright, Gloom and Cloyster. We can just switch in Starfruit. Starfruit has Thunderbolt, so it can take care of Cloyster afterwards. Yeah, alright. I'm just so worried about that Wobbuffet trainer because it can mean like an immediate death for one of our Pokemon. I don't know if the AI knows how to 100% abuse tactics like that, but it's used something like... Yeah, who has the second password? They should be TM49 Snatch. That's not very important. Do you? No. But they might be up here. Or is this just an area where we can get access to... Are you the Wobbuffet guy? You might be the Wobbuffet guy. You're placed like you'd be a Wobbuffet guy. Yep, you're the Wobbuffet guy. Okay, so we're gonna U-turn out here, bypass Shadow Tag. Wait, what if it uses counter? What if it just used counter? I don't think we did If we use counter, we have to do threat evaluation, which means probably salad. Okay, thank God it has mimic. It has mimic. Okay, so I forgot that part of U-turn. Okay, so now we're gonna put sleep. We're gonna put leech seed on it, and yeah, just to ensure we 100% never get countered or mirror coded. I'm just gonna spam sleep powder. There we go. Whew, thank God. All right, now I'm gonna go switch out Venusaur for Rongzong. Folio. Is this the correct way out? I hope it is. Yeah, because I came through here, I beat you two guys. Went back over here. Does this send me back home? Okay, yeah, it does. Okay. Alrighty, we took care of probably the biggest threat in the hideout, random Wobbuffet trainer, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Okay. Now I can go ahead and put Venusaur away since it's not going to be really that useful for the rest of the hideout, and bring in Bronzong. Yep. I am going to level him up to level 40 just in case. What level is Petrol? So I'm pretty sure we fight Petrol here. Ooh, it stuttered for a second there. Petrol's probably like 42, 41. He's 43 actually. His Weazen's level 43. I am gonna level everyone up to 42 just to be safe. I'm not really worried about. We're not using Dirt Cup for the gym, so let me turn up back speed up. Sorry for making you guys see this on camera. I know you guys might not use rare candies, but I think Hydro Pump, we don't need that. Actually, wait, it's better than Rain Dance. It's better than Rain Dance. I'm pretty sure Salmon eventually learns, what's it called? He eventually learns Dragon Dance too, but I don't think he's like anywhere close to getting it as of right now. We can, yeah, I don't mind leading off, because like leading off Taco Bell is just like so safe. His only actual weakness is like ground in this game, so he's gonna be very effective. And I'm also gonna give him, where's Steel Plate or Iron Plate? Let's give that to him to boost the Gyro Ball power. And if I'm correct, yeah, I found a PP max, so I just used it on Gyro Ball because it's his best physically attacking Steel type move, like 99% of the time. And I figured, you know, it'd be the best use of it. But yeah, it's gonna be actually like, even though we brought Bronzong for, oh no, that's Graveler. I'm not gonna take any chances. We are switching out to Salmon and then getting the... That could have been very scary if you critted. I forgot that they have Explosion. Yeah. If that crit, he was actually just dead, which would have been very bad. I actually lost, what's it called? I actually lost my Gyarados here. In the most recent run I did, I lost my Gyarados here because of a self-destruct crit, so that would have been very bad. The path we went down must have not reset. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, we continue on downward. I am gonna have to find where that other grunt with the password is, because I do not remember where at all. And we also need to find the Chatot that's in Petrol's room, I believe. Alright, you're a scientist, you won't have the password. Do you have the password? You might. Oh, yeah, he gives the password. Okay. What do you have? Okay, that's completely fine. We're not scared of that at all. Worst thing here is probably Super Fang. Assurance, that doesn't matter at all. I don't even know what that move does. But yeah. Oh yeah, since we're naming, or since I'm naming that, oh, crit. Since I'm naming the Pokemon after food, um, there's one, like, is, like, is there a food that, like, people have that they just, like, forget they, like, really enjoy until they, like, just, like, take a brave step and take that bite? Like, it's probably weird to explain, but I'm talking about, like, you just, like, completely, like, every time you have that food, you just, like, forget, or you just have, like, have a disdain towards it for some reason, like, you know, oh, it looks weird or something similar. But, like, once you eat it, you're like, oh my god, how could I forget that this tastes so good? For me personally, that's, like, chili. Because, like, I'll take a look at chili and I'll be like, that does not look appetizing at all. Then, once I take the first bite of chili, it's like, it's the best thing in the world. And I can't stop eating it. I don't know, maybe that's just an odd thing for me, but I wouldn't be surprised if it happens to, like, other people. What's the second password? Eradicate tail. Okay, well, we have both passwords. Where are we supposed to go from here? We're probably supposed to go back where that Wobbuffet trainer was and continue down that way. Let me also heal Nuts as well. Okay. That Jowl Ball didn't do a lot of damage. What's actually our attack stat's only like 80, right? And it's not that invested. Yeah, it's only like 94. It's not that invested. It's only a little bit worse than Infernape's. I don't know. Maybe actually it wasn't super effective either, so I don't know. Alright, let's head back over here and see if we're on the right path. We should be on the right path, even though I don't remember. Because usually I like autopilot this part of the playthrough, besides when I fight Petrol. So I've just got like the path like kind of memorized. Oh, yeah, we're here. Oh. Hey, pal. Oh, wait, we don't fight here. Yeah, never mind. He just comes to tell us to fuck off, dude. Which, alright, sure, pal. And now that we have the 2 passwords, I'm pretty sure we can get through here. We are gonna fight Petrol, right? Yep. Okay, his first Pokemon out is Skuntank. So, the first Pokemon I'm gonna send out will be Dirtcoat. Alright. This shouldn't be a hard battle at all. We've got, like, some pretty hard counters to it. Hey, pal, what's up? Oh, it's Giovanni. It's not. If we skip forward a little bit. Yep, it's just Petrol. This is actually the first time you see Petrol in the base game, I believe. As I said, the rocket takeover of Safari Zone was something completely added, but I think it's like a genuine neat addition to the game, because usually this part of the game, it's like pretty dull. You're fighting gym leaders, and the gym leaders are not like the Jasmine and Price in the original game. Price is actually lower level than Jasmine, I believe, so it's very weird. Also, we gotta make sure we constantly not misclick Explosion, but we'll be fine. Protect. Okay. Wait a minute. Dig. That makes Earthquake double as effective. What? Okay, thanks, Petrol. Thanks. I forgot he had Dig. Alright. See, that's what I mean by, like, this fight's a joke. So, Skuntank's gonna die. So that was cool. Who comes out next? Foxcroak. Alright, we got a pretty good switch in for that. What are you going for here? You're going for Cross Chop, aren't you? Yeah, he's going for Cross Chop. Alright, actually, Crobat would have been pretty good against this thing, but we always live the Cross Chop with Starfruit. It's got enough defense to where even a crit I don't think is scary. It does have X-Scissor, but we have a speed boosting nature, so we always outspeed this. Yeah, see? Barely did anything. Wouldn't even kill the crit. And the 4x Psychic is going to KO it. Yeah, this fight isn't really that hard, but Petrol, usually where his difficulty comes is because of his frickin' wheezing. Because you would naturally want a Steel type to counter it, but the problem is that it has Thunder and Fire Blast. And it's probably going to bait out right here. Oh no, Crobat. What's this Crobat got? U-turn, Sludge Bomb, attract aerial ace. Okay. We can just go straight for... We can just switch in Nuts. Even if it U-turns out into Wheezing, I'm not that afraid. I can just switch back out to Starmie. That's perfectly fine. Sludge Bomb, Fire Blast, Thunder, Dark Pulse. We probably live a Fire Blast, don't we? Yeah. But the safer play is Taco Bell because it's the AI doesn't recognize Heat Proof. It's always going to think it's super effective. So it's going to keep on using Fire Blast. And it doesn't matter if we get burned here because we're always going for extra sensory, even if our special attack stat isn't that bad. Yeah, see, it doesn't actually do super effective. Should I go for Hypnosis? I don't want to miss. I just want the guaranteed damage. Because we can always switch in Infernape and, like, flamethrower this thing just in case it gets scary. Oh, we're dead to crit. But we just need a little chip on it so Infernape can come in and kill. Yeah, see, that's more than enough. And now we're baiting Fire Blast so we can just go Infernape. I'm actually thinking about it. I'm kind of glad Bronzong has Heat Proof. Because it just makes, like, pivoting around the Wheezing a lot safer. Like, Levitate is obviously very good as well. But, you know, this also has its use. Flamethrower. And that should KO it. Yep. Alrighty. Crobat should come back out. I think it's incentivized to use Aerial Ace because it might be faster. I think it has 31 EVs, but even if it does use, even if it does use U-turn, it's going back to Eradicate, which everything it has, Nuts resists, so we're not really afraid of that thing either. Aerial Ace, yeah, that's fine. It's going to U-turn out here, or at least it should U-turn out. It might try... well, actually it can't use Attract because we're genderless. Yeah, it's going to U-turn out into Eradicate, which that's fine. Eradicate at worst can, like, Super Fang or maybe Double Edge Crit, but I don't even think Double Edge Crit would do that much. And we're landing a nasty Thunderbolt before that even happens. Yeah, I will say, Petrol does require some pivoting. Well, I've said it before, but he does require some pivoting because of his Wheezing, but also his Toxicroak because it carries a Stone Edge, so it's really hard for any flying type Pokemon to 1v1 that thing effectively. It did go for the Super Fang, which is really annoying. But I don't think, even on a U-turn crit or Airlays crit, I don't think he's killing Nuts. So we're always going to at least get one more Thunderbolt off. We should be completely fine, even with crit. Yeah. Crit does like 12 to 14 probably. We're completely fine. Even though this should just like one shot. Yeah. Oh, almost. Are we lacking special attack? No, our special attack is pretty insane. I guess Crobat just lived. I don't know, Crobat's that guy, I suppose. Actually, you know, he probably has this does less damage, doesn't it? Or it does a little bit more, but it wouldn't have killed crit. Crobat does probably have, or Petrol's Pokemon probably does have the boss 31 EV or IV distribution. Yeah, every single like quote-unquote boss like in this game, the gym leaders and the rocket executives have 31 IV perfect Pokemon. Since obviously Dreyano doesn't want to EV train the Pokemon because if you're fighting competitively perfect Pokemon against a Pokemon you just randomly caught somewhere, it isn't gonna be favorable or fair for you at all. Which is not, it's an aspect of this game I mentioned a few times, but I do quite like it because it also gives you perfect calcs. Alright, now we just gotta follow the Chatot back. But first we're gonna heal up our Pokemon. Let me just go ahead and speed this up. The double battle shouldn't be that difficult because of the fact that Lance, you know, aids us with the Dragonite. So I'm not really that afraid of it. It did go this way. What do they lead off with? The grunt. Hypno and Arbok. Okay. So that means actually, I don't want to risk going Dirt Cup because if Hypno hits with like a Psychic, it'll probably die. I can probably just lead Starfruit and we can kill the Arbok. Arbok's special defense isn't good at all. Then we do have a negative special boost in nature. So, you never know. This is like the preliminary to the true hard part about Rocket, because I've mentioned it like once or twice, but the true hard part of Rocket is when you get after Price. It's when they take over the radio tower, because at the very end you have to do a gauntlet where you have to fight Archie into Giovanni back to back. And that fight is pretty difficult. Did he go this way? No, he went over here. No, oh wait, no, he went down here because he went over here because that's where the electrodes are. It's kind of funny how one little shout out ends like all of Team Rocket's schemes. Yep. Oh, do we actually take care of the electrodes first? Oh no, we fight Oriana first. I was right. Alright, and we do have a team with Lance, so this one isn't like difficult at all, I think. It can get scary if we get crit, obviously, that's how Spiritomb died. And double battles are inherently more unpredictable. It's kind of funny how Oriana, like, you only fight her... Actually, no, you fight her in the radio tower as well, even in base Heart Gold and SoulSilver. Oh, no, he has Dragonair. I could have sworn he had a Dragonite that he sends out. I guess not. But yeah, we shouldn't really be afraid of anything from Hypno. We can probably just Psychic Arbok. Hopefully it kills, but it doesn't matter if it doesn't. It killed. Actually, I shouldn't say it doesn't matter if it doesn't, because it might have Crunch. Dragon Pulse. What's this thing gonna use? Like, I don't know. Meditate? That doesn't really matter? Or at least I wouldn't think it does. Vileplume. I'm not going to take the gamble and say we kill with Psychic. But I'm also afraid of sending out Infernape when there's a Hypno right in front of me. So I'm going to switch into what's his face? Gonna switch into Taco Bell. He should be able to tank the hits pretty well. Fire Blast? Oh, that's pretty cool. I would have liked to know when you were using that Dragonair. That did half. I'm a little worried about the Hypno using Meditate so many times. Should I actually target the Hypno? I'm gonna target the Hypno just in case. Because Dragonair's probably gonna Fire Blast. Yeah, it's just gonna Fire Blast Vileplume again. And that will hopefully kill. Yeah. It was a good thing to target the Hypno. So okay, wait, maybe it just doesn't matter. Honchkrow has Braver and Dark Pulse. I'm not sure if I want to switch in against this thing. I'm gonna... Should I try and put the Honchkrow to sleep? That might be a good idea, but I think just immediate damage is pretty good against it, because then we can, like, probably pivot into Infernape on a Dark Pulse and not worry about having to kill, or having Flamethrower be like a roll or something. Yeah, Brave Bird. Actually, it's going for Dragonair. Yeah, that makes sense because Dragonair doesn't resist Brave Bird. So it's going to take like a bunch of recoil, and then it's going to take the Gyro Ball. Yeah, it's actually pretty good. And the Dragonair's just been landing Fire Blast left and right. Like, who needs a Dragonite when you got this thing, Lance? Like, what the hell, dude? Yeah, this double battle isn't really that threatening because of the fact the Rocket Grunt is a little incompetent. But it still can be a threat. Ooh, crit. It's actually kind of disappointing that Crit only did that much. Muck, we're not really afraid of him either. We're just gonna Gyro Ball the Honchkrow again. Use Nightshade. Oh yeah, I suppose. It's a random move to kill against Dragonair. Shadow Punch, we're not afraid of that at all. And then Gyro Ball is gonna take out the Honchkrow. I should probably, because I think Ariana's Honchkrow keeps Swagger up until the very end, like the last time you fight her. So I think I'm gonna invest in getting a... I don't think I should learn this. I'm gonna invest in getting a Horizon Berry, or seeing where I can get one. So that way Swagger does not affect me. And yeah, now we can just Extra Sensory this thing. Ooh, Stone Edge hit. Like, Lance is landing like every single 80 accuracy move ever. He hasn't missed one so far. But yeah, this battle's basically over. I can speed it up. I've been trying to avoid using speed ups in Magnezone. Oh yeah, I forgot this guy's a Magnezone. It's just like a random out of pocket Magnezone. Yeah, I'm actually gonna put this thing to sleep. Oh, and Aerodactyl's Fire Fang too. We're not that afraid of it. Because I just don't want Golem switching in on like a Magnet Bomb. And a crit. Yeah, especially. Actually, wait, I can just probably go to Infernape. No. Yeah, like now, okay. We can go to Infernape now. Actually, Aerodactyl's probably just going to Fire Fang it again. It'll die. Yeah. Yeah, we can just Gyro Ball. Actually, it's probably better Extra Sensory, because the special defense isn't good. Get Lance's Pokemon put in the work, man. Like, okay, if Lance, you know, if whoever my double battle partner was in the double battle where Colonel died, Colonel would not have died right there. Colonel would have like thrived if my partner had like any actual common sense like Lance did. Granted, he was just hitting his moves and he got a crit on one of them, but still, the point stands. But yeah, that's it for the Rocket Hideout. It wasn't really difficult at all. So now we just gotta free the electrodes. Yeah, Lance, I got it. Alright, I'm gonna heal everyone just in case. Actually, wait, like, barely anybody got damaged in that fight. Where is Dirt Cup? Yeah, there we go. I don't think... Actually, this is probably a good time to check if Earthquake triggers Aftermath. Because it shouldn't, because I don't think Slatal is a contact move. Yeah, I don't think it does. These might have Explosion. I'm not particularly sure. They probably have Explosion. But I think they're what's it called? They're obviously encouraged to go for screens. Yeah, I don't know why, though. Kind of an odd decision. I love Golem's little sprite where he follows you. He's just so circular. He's so circular. Wait, is that Waterfall? No, that's, Whirlpool? Whirlpool isn't useful as a move, but it gives us access to Whirl Islands, which then we can do an additional encounter in. We can also, we're not going to use Lugia, obviously. But the Whirl Islands give us a guaranteed Seadra, which is a guaranteed Kingdra. Alrighty. Thank y'all for watching. This episode was more like a regular length. Sorry if it was a little boring. This part of the game just isn't difficult, and we had a lot of, you know, just some stuff to go through before we can go ahead and fight Price. Honestly, next episode is going to be going through Price's gym, and we're going to fight Price, and probably what we're going to do is we're going to prepare for the Rocket Radio Tower Gauntlet, because that's what's next. That's the hardest part in the game, in my opinion. It's probably the absolutely hardest part. The Elite Four is also a little challenging, but it's not like too challenging. The only thing with the Elite Four is I don't think Starmie with the choice specs is probably enough damage to kill him, but that negative special attack nature is really coming back to like bite us in the ass. It's pretty frustrating. It's like only 98 is not like enough at all. So we might have to start doing something about that, because I don't think we really have a direct substitute or something that's on par with Starmie that we could replace it with for Psychic. Yeah, no, not really. Not really at all. So yeah, that's just something we'll have to think about. But yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you next time.